Well, welcome back, everybody. This is the Maine Hockey Report brought to you by the Hockey Podcast Network. Happy Saturday, February 21st. Tonight, everybody, knee deep into the Olympic season. Of course, the USA women getting the gold already. The men going for it tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern time against Canada. Hope everybody's having a great couple of weeks here. Sorry, it's been a little while since I've been back with you all. Life gets in the way sometimes, right? It just does. It just does. And that's what's happened to me. Been getting some comments from people. I'm sorry. It's been a little while. Had a work trip a couple weeks ago out to Phoenix, Arizona. So that was a lot of fun. Had a great time. And since I've been back, my kiddo's been here with me about a week and a half or so. So when you have a 6-year-old boy, it's hard to get anything done, man. And any parent knows that. Like, if you are a parent of a young child, try to get anything done. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So this is my first night since I've been home from Phoenix and I haven't had kiddo here. So I'm trying to bring something out to you guys tonight. I am unscripted. I don't have a plan. I don't have a manuscript in front of me. Like, we're just going to talk hockey, talk life. And man, there's been a lot of life that's happened for me over the past couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's been heavy. It's been a heavy couple of weeks for me. So, again, apologize. I haven't been back on with you guys. Of course, the Olympics are going on right now. We know, as I referenced, women bringing home the gold. So great to see the USA women. What a play. Like, what a couple of minutes there. Like, Hillary Knight getting the game time goal, and then Megan Keller. Like, you go back and watch that move. If you did not see that game and watch that move she puts on there, skating the puck around the defender and then backhanding it in to win in overtime, that is like epic Olympic gold beauty. Like, amazing. I happened to be watching it live. It was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. You're not going to see a better game-winning Olympic gold moment than that. Absolutely phenomenal. Don't know what you're going to see tomorrow. US and Canada men's for the gold tomorrow morning. I think it's 8:10 Eastern time, I think, is when the puck drops. So gonna be epic, gonna be crazy, gonna be amazing. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what happens. Of course, locally here in Maine, of course, we know minor league hockey continues on while the NHL has been on shutdown. The Maine Mariners having a pretty good road trip. Went down to Florida, got 4 points out of 6 against the Everblades, and 2 wins so far in Bloomington. So 4 wins in a row on the road trip. This has been great. A much better February than they had a year ago. Doing some good things. I believe it was Gerard in net tonight. The new backup, let's say, for the Maine Mariners, with Kaplan still down in Providence, or up in Providence, I should say, getting his first win. So awesome to see. Awesome to see. Can't wait to have the Mariners back home. They'll be back home here. But they got one more in Bloomington. They go to Adirondack and Worcester, I think, after that. So I think it's March 1st when they get back home. So it'll be great to have the boys back home here soon. But they're playing well, playing good hockey, playing really good hockey. Yeah, so as I referenced, listen, life has been heavy for me lately. I don't want to get too personal, but I'll take a moment here. I'll take a moment. Yeah, anytime you're a single parent and you have a young guy, a young kid at home, you have to kind of lean into him a little bit. And yeah, lately, the last 2-3 weeks, my kid has been he's been expressing some things. He's been struggling. You know, he has to go between homes, and I have my co-parent who we work really well together. By the way, it's it's a really good situation overall. But he's 6, and sometimes he doesn't understand all the dynamics and all the things that go on. And he's been expressing a lot to me lately, and very emotional. We've had a number of nights where he's just been in my lap crying and just, worried and concerned about life and everything. And so there's been some heaviness there. So I've been doing my best to be a good dad and be there for him and shut everything else off. And it's been maybe a little bit easier with the NHL on shutdown. And and the Mariners, on the road, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a little bit easier for me to take a little break from the podcasting. But sometimes you just have to be dad. You just have to be dad. You have to be there for your kiddo, and that's what the last couple weeks have been for me. Some other personal things that have gone on. Some things I've had to sunset, which hasn't been easy. But life is good. Life overall is good. When I think about other people, other friends I have that are going through life's trials and tribulations, like I feel very blessed. And even my kiddo, like for the struggles he's having right now, he's 6. What I love about this guy is he's able to express his feelings. He's able to share and talk and be vulnerable and be open. And not every kid can do that. And I just love that about this guy. He's just able to just be right up front about what's going on. What's going on in his mind, what's going on in his heart. I absolutely love that. And I'm not really sure that came from me or came from mom or came from both of us, but it's awesome. It's just such a blessing to have a kid that's so open and vulnerable and able to just be out there and be able to share what he's feeling, what he wants, what he needs. And it takes a lot of the guesswork, out of it for sure, for me as a dad. So, beyond that, I repainted my cabinets this week, kitchen cabinets, which you might laugh, but that's not an easy job. That was a 2.5 day, over the last week or so getting that done. So been busy, and not a lot of hockey talk for me lately. So appreciate everybody's patience as I've been trying to get back to this. And here we are, man. Saturday night. Again, of course, no NHL going on, but Maine Mariners, a great night tonight. And I guess we'll start there, right? Why don't we just start there? Let's go back to the game sheet from tonight. It is the Maine Mariners winning 4-3 after winning, I believe it was 4-1 last night. That was shots on goal. They dominated. They absolutely dominated this one. It was, hold on. Is that a 49? And this is where my eyes are deceiving me. That's 28. Yeah, that's 49 shots on goal to 25. And I apologize. My eyes were kind of having a hard time reading the screen there. 14 shots to 8 in the first period, 21 to 8 in the second period, and 14 to 9 in the third period for your Maine Mariners. 49 to 25. Thought it was a 40 there for a second. Power play 1 for 3 for Maine, 0 for 4 for Bloomington. It was Gorman getting the scoring started there at the 14-15 mark in the first period, his second of the year from Dilstra and Shoveldayoff. Then it was Dilstra with his fourth of the year in the second period from Underwood and Edward. Bloomington gets a couple to tie it up. Then it was Kalmakoff with his 14th from Underwood and Edward. Andrea with his 10th of the year from Kalmakoff and Cronin in the third. Bloomington does get one back to make it 4-3. Made it close there kind of late. But it was Gerard, 22 saves on 25 shots for his first win. Awesome to see that. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is built for the fastest game on ice. With player props and live betting, every shift, every shot, every save gives you options to get in on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers, bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states, void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer, copyright 2026 NHL, all rights reserved. As we rack it up right now, I believe Reading was not playing tonight, so Maine has pulled into a tie with the Reading Royals for third place at 57 points, 25, 15, 5, and 2. Of course, they do have 2 games in hand on Reading. They still have a game in hand on Wheeling, no games in hand on Adirondack, but yeah, they're sitting in that tie for third place. Awesome to see that. So, yeah, I believe you have, let me just go back to the schedule for tomorrow. I do believe, if you just give me one moment, you do have tomorrow. It's 4 p.m. Central Time. Puck dropping there in Bloomington, Maine, and Bloomington to finish up that series. And then you have to go to Friday at 7 o'clock at Adirondack, Saturday at Worcester at 6:05. And then it's, of course, next Sunday, March 1st, Trois Rivières coming back into town for a 3 p.m. matinee. First game back at the Cross in quite some time. So that's your next few games for your Maine Mariners. So they're playing well. Not a lot of complaints here, guys. They've had so much movement, so many players up and down. And of course, with the NHL shutdown, you've had players up in Providence. You've had, of course, Kavlin up there. You've had Perreault up there. Matty Patrick, of course, went down from Boston back to Providence here during the break. So Providence loaded up. I think they've won 13 in a row now. So the P Bruins are just lighting it up right now. I think that's a team record that they have set. So they're just on fire. I'm really curious when the NHL comes back, what Boston does. Does Patrick go back up? Where does Perreault end up? Where does Kavlin end up? Are they healthy there in net for Providence? That would absolutely help Maine if that's the case, if Kavlin could come back down to the Maine Mariners. But for you Maine Mariner fans, we're right in the thick of it. We're right there. You should be excited. I would say you should be excited. I think there's a lot of good to come. I think this team is only going to get healthier. Ty Shovelday is now back. That's really, really good to see. You're going to get other guys back here as the season goes on. And hopefully get some of this help from Providence and get some of these guys back into the fold. Should be good. But yeah, you should be bullish on this Maine Mariners team. There's some grit to this team. There's accountability to this team. There's response to this team. This team responds well when they lose. They respond well to coaching and to feedback. I think there's a lot of good that you can see so far in this season, and I'm excited. I'm really bullish on this team. They may not finish first in the division, and that's okay. You finish in that second, third spot, you've got a really, really good shot to make a run. I really do. I really think you do. And I think depending on how Providence goes and how all the cookies crumble, I do believe, just listen, seeing the relationship that the Mariners now have with Providence, with Evan Gold, Don Sweeney, they trust the Mariners a lot more than they have in the years past. They just do. You see it. You see more player movement. You see more help coming. If the Mariners are in a real big playoff push, I have no doubt if Providence can do it, they're going to give help. Evan Gold is going to provide help to the Mariners and load that roster up as much as they can. I'm excited, man. I think they have a real shot. I just do. I mean, Wheeling's really good. We know that. We know that Adirondack has given our team fits this year, but I'm kind of bullish right now. I'm seeing this road trip, seeing what they did in Florida, seeing what they've done so far in Bloomington. Yeah, I'm positive. I'm feeling optimistic about what this group can do, what the coaching staff can do here. It's a lot of fun, man. It should be a fun run here to a potential Kelly Cup appearance, man. Let's see what happens. All right, well, moving on, of course, we do have the Olympics going on, as we referenced, the women already getting the gold. You have the USA and Canada tomorrow. I think it's an 8:10 Eastern Standard Time morning Puck drop. Should be a heck of a game. I'm sadly not going to be able to watch it. I've got some other things going on, but should be just a heck of a game. As I said before, I'm not the biggest Olympic, guy, but I know the significance of this game. So many of these guys, just the care they have, and of course, Canada coming in. Crosby, I believe, is either a game time decision or out. I think is it Morrissey already been ruled out as well? So Canada's coming in maybe a little bit nicked up. Maybe that's an edge for the USA, but should be a heck of a game. We'll see what happens, man. It should be a lot of fun, and of course, after that's over, we get back to NHL hockey. I will say the one feedback I have seeing this Olympic break, and it's been a little while since we've had this opportunity for NHL players to be over there. 3 weeks is too long. That's my take. 3 weeks is too long. Like Four Nations last year, nice little break. It was good. You had a nice little tournament of the 4 teams. We know the Olympics was going to be longer. We get it. We understand it. But this break, I think this shutdown, a little just too long. I just do. I think that the condensed schedule, the way it's been leading up and the way it will be when we get back, is a little bit heavy, and this break is just a little bit too much. I think they got to figure that out a little bit. They got to time that out a little bit. I don't know what the answer is, but just as a hockey fan, it feels just a little too long. I was okay for the first 10, 12 days, but now we still, for the Boston Bruins, and let me just go back here. I'm going to check their schedule. I think it's Thursday when they come back. And actually, let me just go to the NHL overall to see when we get back. We have games starting back on Wednesday. So we still have 4 more days before we have games. Looking at the schedule there on Wednesday, it's Sabres and Devils, Flyers at the Capitals, Maple Leafs at the Lightning, Kraken at Stars, Avalanche at the Mammoth, Jets at Canucks, Golden Knights at the Kings, Oilers at the Ducks. So kind of a heavy Western schedule there. The Boston Bruins will get back into action on Thursday against the Blue Jackets. They're at the TD Garden, 7 o'clock drop there. So that's when the Bees will be back in town. So I've still got 5 more days before the Boston Bruins are back in action. Yeah, it's a little long. Just a little, and that's my only feedback, just a little long, but it is what it is. But the Olympics have been fun. I think I've checked out some of the skiing and the others, like speed skating and some of the other stuff. It's been good. It's been a lot of fun. It just reminds me that I really love the Winter Olympics way more than Summer Olympics. It's a whole different thing, man. I absolutely love it. So beyond that, I talked a little bit about some personal stuff earlier on. I think just looking at the channel right now, I want to take a little bit of a step back as I've gone the last couple of weeks with not a lot of content. I've been getting some feedback from people, and I appreciate it. Thank you all for just the comments and the feedback. I really love that. And I'm getting a little bit of a mixed bag of a few different things. It's funny up here in Maine, like it's a small state, but it's a very rabid hockey fan base up here, both for the Maine Mariners, for the Boston Bruins, and for the UMaine program, the Maine Black Bears, of course. And I get a contingency of people that say, oh, man, I really wish you would do more Maine Black Bears coverage. And then I get people say, just do the Maine Mariners. Just stick with that. But lately, I've been getting a lot more people saying, you know what? I really wish you would do more NHL stuff. And what's funny is I'm not getting people saying, I want you to do more Boston Bruins coverage. I want you to do more just NHL coverage, which is funny because that's exactly what I love to do. That is my first love, is the NHL. Absolutely. Love the Maine Mariners. Obviously, they're always going to have a place on this channel. They're always going to have a special place here on this channel. That's never going to change. But I do believe that I need to start to take a look at that and do more NHL type coverage. And it's not to say that I'm going to try to go out and be anything like the hockey guy or spitting chicklets or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to do. but I am going to start to shift gears a little bit and provide more just straight out NHL coverage, not Boston Bruins centric, but NHL just in general type of coverage because I love it. I love the sport. It doesn't matter if the Bruins are on. I just love watching hockey. I love watching NHL hockey. It's my favorite. And it's what I have so much passion for. And, that's the feedback I've been getting here. So, and when I look back actually on my videos over the past year and a half, the videos that have done the best have been those non-Bruins NHL videos. So it's like, okay, at some point you can't deny the data. You just have to say, all right, that's what is going to drive maybe the content here or the views on the channel. I have to be aware of that. And so I think as we move forward, I'm going to continue to do my Maine Mariners coverage. I'm going to get back into more of that now after this couple-week hiatus. But you're going to see more just straight out NHL coverage, much like my last video where I did a little bit of a top 10 on the NHL. I'm going to start to do more of that kind of stuff. And that's really going to be where I live. Listen, for you Maine Black Bear fans, I'm sorry. I'm going to continue to try to keep a weathered eye on the program. There's only so many hours in the day, so many hours in the week that I can do this kind of stuff. This is not my full-time job, of course. So I only have so many hours I can devote to doing podcasts. And we'll always talk a little bit about, the Maine Black Bears. I love Ben Barr. I love what they're doing up there. I know it's been a kind of a rough year for them. But for me to promise that I'm going to give full-on Black Bear coverage, it's probably not going to happen. This probably won't be the channel for you. It's going to be very centric on the Maine Mariners and centric on the NHL, I think, moving forward. And I think that's just what I have to do. So with that said, not a whole lot more to talk about tonight. Of course, we have the Olympic men's final tomorrow morning, so that will be a lot of fun. The Mariners getting a big 2 points tonight, pulling into that third place tie in their division. Of course, we did have some announcements with that ECHL New Mexico, where the goat herd or goat something, going to be the ECHL affiliate of the Colorado Avalanche. So good on them. Colorado picking them up as a new affiliate. So that's great to see. Well, happy Saturday night to everybody. Hope you all are enjoying the Olympics. Hope you're enjoying your Maine Mariners hockey. We'll be back next week. I'll do more of my traditional, Maine Mariner coverage. And as the NHL gets back and going, we'll get more coverage there for all your NHL hockey. But yeah, hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you for your patience. Like I said, life gets in the way sometimes, but guys, enjoy your Saturday night. And until next time, be kind, show love, and God bless.